Now my plan is underway. Thomas clearly doesn't understand the full beauty of this time ring. Wearing it protects me. Not even what a god did in the past can affect me.
Can't believe he actually killed a Supreme Kai.
But of course, as you know, only a Supreme Kai can wield the power of the time rings. To bring about the justice I desire, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally. A fighter I could trust, who agonized as I did over the folly of mortal kind. Someone I knew for certain longed for the same grand utopia in their heart.
In other words, he needed me. In this reality you see as an alternate future, I was floundering in despair. I lacked the will to act.
I knew from the box of rings this parallel future existed, so I came to forge my alliance. Thank you, Goku. Your anger feels simply incredible. You must pay for your sins against time. Die!
Maybe I am a sinner, but I don't care. I'll do whatever it takes to save this planet. You fool! May my strength be a shield for all of us mortals!
I'll admit, I didn't think you were capable of reaching this level of power. But it does make for the perfect dessert. My limitless wrath. I have been forced to the very pinnacle of your retribution! Turn anger into power. Huh. For God's sake! My limitless wrath makes me the strongest being in the universe.
I'll hold them off and give them everything I've got. But in case I fail, you need to find a way to defeat them.
Our master Goesu and the...
These bodies are a gift from the gods, as is their energy. But you arrogant Saiyans act as if you created this strength all on your own. Now I've figured it out. The reason for the runaway growth in your power level compared to my own. It's anger, isn't it? Watching us hurt your son made you angry, which grew you stronger. So that's how Saiyan strength works. How primal, turning your raw emotions into power. Only a pathetic mortal like yourself could thrive on a tactic that unrefined. Which explains why it took me so long to realize it. Then I, too, shall use my anger. Anger toward the mortals who defile the universe. Anger toward the other gods who have tolerated such behavior. And most importantly, the white, hot rage I now feel toward myself for letting you get the upper hand on me in our battle. Bow your head. You won't surpass me! Retribution! This was just the start. By channeling my divine rage into power, I have forged a new instrument with which to destroy you. This side will carve a reminder into your mortal flesh of the strength of my divine wrath. I have been brought to the very pinnacle.
for me?
My limitless wrath makes me the strongest being in the universe. Vegeta! I think it's my turn now! What's the matter, mortals? Relax. Don't be afraid. I thought you Saiyans loved fighting the strongest. My counterpart's energy just vanished. And then just as suddenly it reappeared. And now it feels much weaker for some reason. Like he's barely present. He must have run into some trouble completing his part of our gambit. How did you just...
It seems they...
Very well, because these...
It's time.
You pathetic...
You... What? Hearken unto me. I am the brightly glowing sun in the sky, which illuminates this world. And all shall know that my brilliance is justice. I, the god Zamasu, am the universal wisdom, the universal law, and yes, the universal power. And all those whom my light shines upon shall be obliterated. At long last, on this glorious day, Project Zero Mortals will culminate. Goku!
Zamasu! Get ready, because I'm knocking your lights out for good!
You simple-minded, barbarous Saiyan. It is the light of the mortals that will soon be extinguished. Now, to rend the land, cleanse it of all that is impure. So begins the Jubilee, heralding the arrival of a divine new world. This is the definition of justice. Power, wisdom, flame, light, return with vengeance to consecrate anew this defiled land. Now the unclean world, stained with the violent plague of mortal kind, is remade, born of... It's over. Blasphemous fool! You continue to defy a god!
Kabuhat mo lang sa batal.
Who are you? Get ready for this! You were... Come on, let's finish this! Pitiful. Here I go. Not... You see, now that you've merged, you've taken in something that's always going to be a part of you, for as long as you live. Goku's mortal and destructible body.
Yes, that's a that Goku's body will always be part of me. Of course it will. Such was my desire. No, you are Saiyan. If you gain divine power, you're stronger than most deities. Saiyans are the ultimate symbol of the failure of the class. By taking Goku's flesh into my being, I have assumed both sin of mortal kind and the failure of divinity, so they may never be repeated.
Got an answer for everything, huh?
You see, I do this for the good of the cosmos, for creation.
Are you seriously crying?
I am, and proudly so. My tears shall sanctify this blighted world. Mortals, you must be expunged. A pure and perfect multiverse made clean by Zamasu's hand! Human power has failed before, as it will up now! God bless and die! The purification of the world.
Zamasu!
Back for more runs? Yes, again! Will be exterminated!
Everyone, lend me your power!
No, shall we bring this too close? Here I go! Here I am. Not yet! How dare you!
May my strength be a shield!
I am everlasting! How will you escape my justice? You run, begging for help from the rest of your pathetic mortal herd? Or this time will you try the future? How will you compensate for your weakness now?
Compared to gods, of course we're weak. But you can never make me ashamed of that. Because when mortals do join forces, that's when we can do anything. Because believing in our fellow man and helping each other to survive, that's what redeems us. That's what makes us who we are. Makes us worthy. That's what gives us our real power!
Morria, ficava difícil assim. Muita forma.
Here I go!
You see, now that you've merged, you've taken in something that's always going to be a part of you, for as long as you live. Goku's mortal and destructible body.
You think that's a revelation? Goku's body will always be part of me. Of course! Such was my desire. You, if you gain divine power, you're stronger than most deities now. Saiyans are the ultimate symbol of the failure of the kind. By taking Goku's flesh into my being, I have assumed both sins of mortal kind and the failure of divinity, so they may never be repeated.
Got an answer for everything, huh?
You see, I do this for the good of the cosmos, for creation.
Are you seriously crying?
I am, and proudly so. My tears shall sanctify this blighted world. You must be expunged. A pure and perfect multiverse made clean by Zamasu's hand! How dare you bear your fangs at a god?
jutsu! Give up! How do you like this? Back for more runs? Yes, I can! I am everlasting! Here I go!
How will you escape my justice? You run past, begging for help from the rest of your pathetic mortal herd? Or this time will you try the future? How will you compensate for your weakness now?
Compared to gods, of course we're weak. But you can never make me ashamed of that. Because when mortals do join forces, that's when we can do anything. Because believing in our fellow man and helping each other to survive, that's what redeems us. That's what makes us who we are. Makes us worthy. That's what gives us our real power!
Dare strike God and retaliate against justice!
I don't give a damn about you or your so-called justice! Here we go, everyone! I can feel it. Keep it coming, guys. Share your power with me.
But how? It can't be!
Morreu. Acontece.